Hey guys, welcome back. It's the Back Porch Studios. I'm going to show you some of the books that I picked up the last couple weeks at my local comic shop. It's a good stack. And as always, you know how I like to start. Walking Dead Deluxe, issue number 87, the Charlie Adlard cover. There are 3 variants for issue number 87. I'll show you all of them. And here is the next one, the Finch variant. The whole Rick telephone craziness going on. And finally, the third one, featuring Rosita. Issue number 87. And then, like I said, it's been a couple weeks. I don't have very many books on my pull list anymore. I think I got like 4, roughly. So I don't get to my LCS as much as I used to. And it's not that I don't want to. It's just I've been spending a lot of time and a lot of effort putting my graded runs together. And as you could probably imagine, that ends up being a little bit pricey. So I've been doing a lot less specking on books. But so I don't go as often as I like to. But anyway, I still do go to my LCS and I do pick up books, and occasionally I'll pick up a book and just randomly and just for the sake of picking it up. But here is issue number 88 of the Walking Dead Deluxe. This is the Charlie Adlard variant. 3 variants for issue number 88. That's the first one. And here is the second one. Looks like a David Finch cover as well. David's been doing some awesome work on this series. I say it every time I do these books, but it doesn't make it any less true. And here's Carl. Cool Carl cover. Then I picked up Miles Morales Spider-Man number 19. It's so weird when you look at these 2 books, you look at them and go, oh, they're just 2 comic books. The Walking Dead Deluxe has such, and Image and Skybound have such great paper and great covers that when you pick up an Image comic, it's so much heavier than a Marvel comic. It's like night and day. You can tell the difference when you're picking them up. But anyway, again, Miles Morales number 19. And occasionally with Miles, I'll pick up some really cool variants. This one was no different. Reminds me of the old days, approved by the THWIP code instead of the Comic Code Authority. Check that one out. For you old timers who get that throwback feeling. God, I wish they had never gotten away from this style. I love this style of books, and every time these come out, I tend to grab them because it really reminds me of the good old days of collecting. And then I had a chance to hit my comic shop. I unfortunately missed Free Comic Book Day because I was over at Disney Hollywood Studios celebrating Star Wars Day, but ended up the day after just heading over to the comic shop, and I picked up a couple freebies. Johnny Quest, always cool to have a good JQ comic book. For those who don't know, Johnny Quest was a 1-season series by Hanna-Barbera that came out in the 60s. Fantastic series. Johnny was married. Yeah, Johnny was married. That makes this really interesting, doesn't it? Johnny was the son of Dr. Quest, Dr. Benton Quest, and Race Bannon was the sort of the teacher and bodyguard for Johnny, and Haji, who was a friend of Johnny, is part of the show. Johnny was upgraded in the 80s. He had a big comeback in the 80s and had a couple of seasons and a couple of shows. And if you check out Comico, the releases from Comico, some of those are going for big bucks. There's a Dave Stevens comic featuring Jade, I believe, on the cover. You get that sucker in high grade, that thing's worth a lot of money because Dave Stevens covers right now are just off the charts crazy. So being a huge Johnny Quest collector, had to get that. And then I picked up Star Wars number 1. Didn't really care about the quality on this one. It's got a lot of spine stresses and things. This is a reader for me. Just going to read this one and just kind of be done with it. Maybe pass it off to a kid or something. But Star Wars number 1. But anyways, guys, that's it. some pickups from my local comic shop. Hope you guys are doing well, staying safe. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye.